Revolutionary Love. This is Bob, the Dr. Brother Samori Kamara, coming at you with 6 tasks that we have as homeschooling parents, right? So number 1 is vision. Number 1 is the why. We have to understand why we are homeschooling our children. Why do we take them out of the public school system if we had them there? Why we decided to take responsibility of our children's education, right? Some of us want our children to just be smart in a very Eurocentric kind of way. Some of us want our children to do well on standardized tests, and that's fine, right? But some of us want our children to be revolutionaries. Some of us want our children to be those kind of Africans that we need to solve the kind of problems that we have. Some of us want our children to be entrepreneurs, to be builders. And if that is the case, we must make sure that that is the case in our homeschooling environment, right? But speaking of environment, another task that we have as a homeschooler is to set the environment, to make the environment an environment of growth, an environment that is okay with failure and mistakes, because that is where the learning happens. An environment that is African and African-centered, that has the African motifs and themes around the home, that has the African books and books that inspire them to do great things, to have their own ancestors, around them, so they can know where they came from, why they are here in this particular place at this moment, and where they can go in the future, right? Another task that we have in terms of being a homeschooler is building relationships. So many people talk to me and they say, man, I couldn't homeschool my children. I immediately think that you can't build a relationship with your child, because that's what it is. It's, anything in life is about relationships. So we must build those relationships with our children and put that first, put that relationship first and not the academics, put that relationship first and not the grades, put that relationship first and not what other people think about their academic trajectory or progress. Put the relationship first, because they're always going to be your child, right? You're not going to be homeschooling forever, but they're always going to be, your seed. And so we have to understand that and make sure that we build the relationships that's for the future. Build the relationships based on love, right? Another thing that we have to have as homeschoolers is that we must conduct the homeschooling in a way that's conducive to, again, our why, right? For me, I think that I probably need to spend about 50% of our homeschooling time with my daughter in her genius area, in the place where she is strongest, right? And spend the 30% on her other purposes, and 20% on the things that make every child a well-rounded student, right? But we need to stay in her purpose, and she needs more time there, and that's how I'm going to be conducting my homeschool from now on. Also, a task that we have is that we must read and react. We must see what's going on in our schools, in our homeschool environment, and be flexible. Your children are going to make you flexible anyway, but we got to make sure that we're flexible. We got to see, okay, this curriculum is working, or this curriculum is not working, and we have to move to better the situation for our children, right? So we have to be always reflective, and that's the last one. Be reflective. Learn from what's going well. Learn from other people. Learn from your own experience, and give your children the kind of education that they deserve. I ask people a lot to think about your favorite teacher in school. How did that teacher make you feel? What did that teacher inspire you to do? Be that for your young warrior. So those are just some of the 6 tasks that we have as homeschoolers. We want to really set that vision. We want to build those relationships. We want to make sure the environment is right. Conduct our homeschooling in a way that does not bring the public school system into our home. We want to be flexible, and we want to learn and reflect and build those warrior scholars that we need. Revolutionary love.